Welcome back to Simulated Heaven. I'm in a game I've not really covered before. I've owned it a while, but I haven't really ever got around to playing it. It's called Hydroneer. Hydroneer is a mining simulator, but it's, as you can probably see, following more of a cartoony graphics, and I suppose it's not entirely realistic. So in a way, it kind of sets itself apart. I've been playing this game for not that long, maybe 4 or 5 hours. I found it a little bit hard at the beginning. The tutorial in the game is okay for showing you the very, very basics, right? But it isn't very good, really, at showing you the automation and the machines. So I had to spend a little time working that out. And I thought I would just make a quick video just to show my starter operation. This is the starter location. So when you first spawn in the game, this is where you spawn. There's a little shop over here. You basically buy your first stuff in here. You see that I always like to keep my money here ready. So basically, if you want to buy anything, you just need to pick it up. You take it over here, you drop it here, and you just need to press the red button, and it will take it away from your money. So that's one of the shops. This shop over here will sell you the first mining gear, but as it says,
have a gander at iSelm if you want to make more of these machines.
yeah. So basically, if I want to make more of these, I need to work out how to craft them. This guy also has a tool bag you can use to repair. I don't think I have any money in there. And then actually, funnily enough, I've not yet looked in the castle, so maybe we can have a look together. But honestly, I've just been working out the game, making jewelry and selling it over here to the jeweler. You just drop it on
for honest prices.
You just drop it on the table, and again, it will tell you how much, and you press the button to sell. So yeah, I would imagine over here. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I haven't really explored. I mean, I only recently started exploring the map because I had to buy some of the conveyor belts.
I don't suppose you can grab me this.
Oh, so various villagers seem to ask you to make things, and if you make them, they will give you a certain amount of money. I suppose that's worth it. 805 for a dagger, I think it's worth it. 53.5 weight. I wonder how you can get it exactly 43.5 weight. Anyway, so it seems like it's a load of guys with some mission things. Oh, and there's a stock market. So you can sell.
I sell a lot for little.
Yeah.
You can sell a little for a lot.
So you can sell certain things here, and I think you get a slightly higher price than you would. But like I said, I've just been focusing on learning the game. I didn't even realize that the game has farming. Well, apparently it does, and you can sell your stuff here when you do farming. But yeah, I've just been basically focusing more on the game, focusing on just selling what I have to the jeweler, making jewelry, selling to the jeweler, and honestly, that's been more than enough money for me to learn the game and to get my first area kind of working. There's a bit of lag there. In general, this game seems to be running fine for me, but there is a little bit of lag from time to time. There is a bit of lag when you use this sorting thing with a load of ore, but anyway. So yeah, obviously bear in mind this is my first ever setup, so you kind of have to pipe the water from the river. The next time I do this, I'm going to make sure that I have the pipe obviously in line, so I don't have to do this crazy curve. And then also, it did kind of take me a while working out that you need to make sure that the machines have got dirt under them, and you can actually do this by grabbing your spade and just using that, grabbing some dirt and making sure it's underneath here. So yeah, it's a very simple kind of automate. I mean, at the beginning when I first started, I was doing the very, very basic version where you're basically using your spade. Whoops, that's not my spade. What are you doing, dude? And then picking up a little bit of dirt. The dirt deeper will give you more stuff. Sticking the dirt in this bucket, right, like so. Filling it up. I think it takes 4, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then basically throwing this into a bigger bucket. Let's nick one of these for now. Then you just basically throw your dirt in a bigger bucket. This drop thing, you can see there's a blue circle. That is very important in this game. That shows you where you are dropping things. It gets rather annoying when you are pouring things from buckets. If you don't have that perfectly lined up, you'll end up with half of your stuff all over the floor. But yeah, so we stick it in there. Then we go get some water, like so. Throw that in as well, using the same principle, and then the game will give you this brush thing. You just basically have to brush like that, and then you get some more, right? So that's kind of what I was doing at the start. I believe I automated this slightly at the beginning, but I got some water out of this pipe, and I had it directly flowing into the bucket so that it was a little bit faster. I didn't have to go to the river to get the water by myself. You could actually have the water piped lower down into here and have a similar setup where it's just dripped into a bucket so that you can at first manually do your mining a lot faster. Obviously then after that, I spent a bit of money on all of the machines and the pipes. You probably need about 1,500, maybe 2,000, about that, for everything. It did actually take me a while working it out, but yes, I have a very simple setup where I have a pipe splitter. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pipe, there's like a T junction. I split the water pipe here. One of the pipes is going into this, I think it's a harvester, but this is basically what will harvest all of your resources from the dirt. One of them will go into the actual iron mining drill. Obviously, when everything is set up, you have to put a bucket. There's another thing in this game that over time you kind of work out where you need to place the bucket for it to land really perfectly. At the beginning, you end up with some ore all over the place, but over time you start learning where to place the buckets a bit better. But yeah. Then obviously you use this red handle, look, to turn it off. If you want to turn it off, then I've been basically picking up the ore and then manually putting the next one down, like so. Checking that the ore is actually going in the bucket okay, which looks like, yeah, there you go. Then obviously using my sorting machine, I've been adding some of the concrete blocks just to make it a little bit easier, because when you have a flat surface, it's easier, and also it's easier to get out, right? So yeah. Then I've been bringing my lovely buckets of ore over here, where I have my sorting machine. This machine is actually pretty good for early game, before you can afford like a full setup where it automatically sorts everything. You're going to need a load of these sorting conveyor belts where you have to drive across the map, and they're fairly expensive, around 300 each. And as you can see, I've been preparing for that. That is my next step, but I thought before I do that, I would at least show my kind of starter setup. Now I randomly have ore in here that I don't really need in there. You obviously have to buy loads of buckets at the beginning. I probably need to buy more, but that's fine. So then when you use this sorting machine, it's like a manual sorter. You just have to, again, use water in here. You need to put a bucket, and again, you kind of learn. This output here is faced upwards, so I found you kind of need to put your bucket right on the edge of the first block like that, and then it should go straight in. Again, it's a little bit annoying at the beginning because before you learn that, you end up with half the ore that you sort all over the floor. It's a little bit annoying. And then this one I found if you place it almost in the middle, it's okay then usually. Then you need to maybe pick up one ore that you want to sort. So I'm going to do iron. I usually do iron. Oh, I accidentally picked up some gold, but that's fine because I usually will sort my iron and my gold first because that's what I use for the jewelry at the moment anyway. So you stick the ore that you want to sort here on this tray. Then if you pick up your bucket, and again make sure that the drop circle, oh, and by the way, you can change the color of your drop circle in the settings. I went for blue, but there's all these other options. I would just try what works best for you, but I went for blue because I found that it's not used in the game, so therefore you can see it in a lot of various situations. So then when you left click, then it will basically pour all of the ore into the sorter, and as you can see very quickly, it will sort out the gold over here and everything else over here. So then I just simply start again. So I will then put my bucket over here. I will grab my gold, which I just got, and I always forget to pick up the gold in the tray, and I always end up with random nuggets just lying about. But yeah, and then I will come here. I've been using this first one for iron, this one is for gold. Again, this is a bit annoying because you have to get it right in the middle, and even when you feel like you got it right in the middle, sometimes some of the gold will fly out. That time was perfect. I have the crucibles, which are these kind of fire things underneath here, you can kind of see, but then I've stuck a concrete block over it so that it's a flat surface that you can use. As you can see, all of these are heating up. So yeah, so that was the gold. And then I'll show you, let's stick one of our things there, one of ours here, and I'll show you the iron, because like I said, I usually start with both iron, and is it nighttime already? It's a bit dark. Okay, let's try to pick up some iron. There you go. Stick it on the tray, and we'll do the same thing this time with iron. There you go. So that, because then I can actually show you how I've been making jewelry. You see we've got all this iron here, so we'll pick this up. Like I said, I've been using this first one here for my iron. I'm going to be super careful to hopefully drop it right in the middle. There you go, perfect. Because I have been having issues at the beginning when you're learning where everything drops. I've been having issues because I've been accidentally, while I'm here, I might as well put this one over here like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So now we've got our gold in here, our iron in here. It's been melting down. Then when it's hot like this, you just need to stick it in a mold like that, and then you place it obviously back in the middle. Do the same for the gold. You left click and it will just pour it out, and it instantly makes a bar. Then you need to heat up these bars, so that's why I've got another crucible here like this. This is the kind of system I've been using. This is where you can make the jewelry. You can also make daggers and other things, but I've been using jewelry, but maybe I'll start to play around with other things. You can make a ring, but I've been making these necklaces, and basically this will take a couple of bars and some kind of jewel or gem. I suppose you'd call it a gem. So this is where I've been storing all my gems. We're going to try something new here. Maybe we try one of these. I think it's an emerald. I have loads of them. Because I have been using rubies because I assume they're the most expensive. But I want to see if I earn more with this one. Okay, and we have this hammer here. That's how we hammer and make the jewelry. When this is hot, we pick it up. We stick one there. And obviously one on the other one. Again, using the drop thing. Like that. Then you just have to whack it with the blacksmithing hammer, whatever it's called. And then here we go. We have our jewelry. And then I'll show you how much I've been earning. So then this has been pretty good. I mean, basically I leave this on all the time. And as you can see, it doesn't take that long for it to fill up to a decent level. And I mean, this is not bad as a first attempt at making a mining setup and a fairly low cost setup, which is kind of semi-automated, but not really automated. There you go, look. Whoa, 1669. Loads of money. See? Nice. So that's how I've been making my early game money for me to make my mine setup. And then, yep, so my kind of starter setup is done. I'm going to again throw the money like this so we have all our money in one place. Yeah, so that is the starter setup I've been using. So it's like, I feel like I've earned enough from this basic setup for me to buy the conveyors and to start thinking about how to automate it more fully. I'll do another video when I have the next stage of automation. So I have these kind of upward conveyor belts. So the idea is I'm going to have the conveyor belts bringing the ore out of this big hole in the ground, and then obviously sorting it with these sorting conveyor belts. I'm hopefully going to have it automatically dropping into one of these for it to melt. I don't think I'm at a stage where I can automate it making the bars. I think I'm then going to have to manually make the bars, but at the very least I want it to automatically sort all the ore and to drop it into one of these. Anyway, I'll make another video when I have that sorted. Hopefully this video helped you. I feel like that this game is an underrated kind of mining game. It's fairly old now and it's doesn't seem to be mega popular, so I thought I would make a video highlighting it's actually a pretty good game. Anyway, thanks for watching this video and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.